Hi, my name is Leon Twazama, and today I want us to talk about the President of the United States, James K. Polk. James K. Polk was born in Madigan County in North Carolina in 1795, and he graduated with honor from the North Carolina State University with a degree in law. So he became a lawyer, and as a young ambitious lawyer, eventually he decided to enter politics and became a good and close friend to President Andrew Jackson. So as a politician, James K. Polk uh, had to go the mindset of developing the United States of America economics, territorial expansions, and uniting settlements and becoming a United States. So, as a politician, James K. Polk served as the Speaker of the House of Representatives from 1835 to 1839. Leaving the Speaker position, he eventually ran and decided to contest as Governor of Tennessee because he represented Tennessee at the House of Representatives. So he contested and he became governor because he became state governor of the state of Tennessee. And as a politician, his goal, his mind was always the same. You know, he was always that president that want to see the country succeed next to Abraham Lincoln, his close friend Andrew Jackson. But Lieutenant James K. Polk served as a lieutenant to Andrew Jackson during the Bank War, so he had that close relationship with the 10th president, Andrew Jackson. So becoming the 11th president of the United States, that was like a pathway to James K. Polk. You know, he was not the favorite to become president of the United States. So when he became the 11th president of the United States, he said that he was going to go there for just one term, and that is 4 years. So, like a president deciding to step down after his first tenure as president, that was something really, really amazing. Because becoming president of the United States and deciding that you are only going there for one term, you are going to come down after your 4 years. So that was the ambition, or the kind of a person that James K. Polk was. So he was not the favorite to become president. He was not Abraham Lincoln. He was not Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, John Adams. No, he was not the favorite to become president. But he did say when he became president, he was going to become president for just one term, and he was going to step down after his first term. So, and yeah, he did step down after his first term. But when he was president, the 4 years he became president for, he did a lot of great things that people or history should recognize, and that he is one of the, underrated president of the United States of America. Because as president of, or as president, as 11th president of America, he was like a workaholic. He was a workaholic. He was from his office back to his house, working at night, using lantern and not letting candles. He was a workaholic. He wanted to see the country succeed. But as president of the United States, President James K. Polk had four ambitions. He was to cut tariff, to expand or to capture the state of Oregon, to secure territory with and acquire some land of California and New Mexico from the Mexican government, and to reestablish the United States uh, treasury. So that was the four main goals he had as a young president. To go into the House of Representative and become a president and become a governor. So now a president, as a good guy he decided he was going to go for just one term. And, he did go for one term. But his tenure was a success. He was workaholic. Like I said, he did everything in his power. He did everything he could his 4 years just to see the country succeed. Now, in history, President James K. Polk have the largest territorial expansion in the history of the United States. Capturing California and New Mexico today, you know, it's something big, right? Because without James K. Polk, there would be no California, and the American economy would not be as it is today. There would be New Mexico. But as a cool president he was like, he took 20 million to the Mexican government. He was like, hey, can y'all give me a land of California and New Mexico? And they was like, I'm not giving it to you. So we're not gonna sell New Mexico to you, or then we're gonna give you California. So he was like, okay, so if you don't want to do it this way, we're gonna do it my way. Because he desperately needed California, and that was the biggest territory at that time. So he decided that he was going to take it from the Mexican government in his own way. So what happened was he brought the situation to the Congress at the time, telling them like, hey, we want this land, but the Mexican government don't want to give it to us, so I want to wage war. So at the beginning, there was like, nah, we're not gonna let you wage war on anybody. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna let you do that. But eventually decided to understand his point. They decided to understand like why he really wanted to wage war, because he wanted to get the land and expand the American territory. So they supported him at the end, and he waged war on Mexico. So Mexican government now, they had no choice than to lose the war, and that's how James K. Polk conquered California and New Mexico. Being a president and being a man of his word, saying that he's gonna leave office after one term. That was 4 years, but his 4 years in term was it was a success, and he became one of the greatest president. But he was, and he still is, the one of the honored president of the United States. So fast forward, after his 4 years expired, he wasn't going back as president, because he already promised them that he was going to leave office. And he did leave office, and 3 months later, he went to his hometown, North Carolina, and he died. He died a great man. He died a great president, and he died. He is one of my favorite presidents of the United States. So thank you so much, and have a good one.